Yeah. This just isn't fair. This is definitely the best map for dreaM. This is most certainly the best map in the game for the dreaM comp. I don't know how they pulled it out, but they're playing Orange Ends Zap instead of H3 and they're putting Terror on Charger. Alright.
Alright. Orange Ends Zap it is.
I need to check if Nazu is Terror, because I've never seen him play Charger before today. But either way, that's going to be what they're pulling out.
I think Overhaul is Terror. Because Overhaul is on my friend list.
Right, that would make perfect sense. Alright. And Naz, the other player on the Japanese squad, was the Charger player that won the Area Cup. So, yeah, makes sense now.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, Yuga Ace, again, doing Tenderella things, stalling out for time on the rest of the team, allows this pink squad to go ahead, take care of control around the zone, and they're going to do exactly that. We see the push is trying to come back in as they're looking for the engage here, but Bolt's getting taken down, and they don't even have an armor at the ready here to really snowball this into an effective push, and therefore, I think it's just going to kind of get stopped here, as you notice Gator and I believe that's Domo on the Charger just backing up so far. Again, Yuga Ace already back here on that 10 umbrella, providing a nuisance, as you mentioned, very strong, working up and down his street.
Nice pushing back by Dura, though. They do lose the Junior in the process. They are cut the zone, but the counter bomb is coming through. However, Volty is able to move forward and take out that blah, blah, blah player. They will be able to start penning up the area, and they need to. Volty needs full control in the street, because when you get full control in the street, you can do so much, and it looks like they might be able to get that going. I feel like if they get street control here, K-Bot, this could be a game in their favor, but they really need that, and they're going to need to hold it against multiple bomb rushes, so it will be hard. However, taking out that end zap is huge for Nylon.
Taking out the 10-2 here, that trade also going to be massive. Carbon goes down here, Volty is going to go down, but it is going to mean the lead change back in favor of this pickup. Now we start to see this push come in here, perhaps the squid advantage on the map favoring dreaM right now as they start to push in. You'll notice the bombs are starting to come in here to follow, stall out this zone for a little while longer. It looks like they were able to find the cap, preventing this lead from getting any larger for the time being, as they wait and stall for the perfect moment to strike.
Yeah, they're waiting for the perfect moment to strike right now, and they do manage to trade the support players on either side. Yuga Ace right now sitting in zone, does pop the bubbles, and Volty's just going to try and kill Tudor, isn't able to do it. Actually avoids the fight, is now moving on to the street, but does trade with the blah, blah, blah player. Right now, Yuga Ace is going to try and start moving up and doing 10 things, but the zone isn't in their control. Yuga Ace can't really turn around to paint it, or they're going to go down. They do find Nylon, but they do lose a little bit of control right there as a result.
Now, again, we're not seeing them in the strongest position here of all things. It looks like a 1-for-1 trade, though. Now, Gator kind of backed on away here. Volty trying to stay alive, and the Ink Armor comes out, but it's just a little bit late. Yuga going to go down, and so now that zone flipping back in favor of this green pickup. They might be looking to collapse around this zone and perhaps do a little bit of an overextension from dreaM. We'll have to see how this one plays out. Overhaul is able to find one here, able to find a second. That cleanup comes in from Yuga Ace as well. 3-down situation for this Dura pickup, and it could very well mean that the lead might change hands as we move on forward.
Very nice missiles combined with the Tenderella just moving forward. However, Volty finding that pick onto the Tenderella will be absolutely huge to deny any sort of value. Terra playing aggressively here, gonna try and find a pick as he moves forward, and will be able to find the Junior, but no, doesn't quite. Does allow the incumbent to get off, but still is able to take out the Junior player before they receive it. Will most likely still allow their team to continue going forward. However, do overextend and getting taken out by Nylon on that side angle. Right now, the lead is still in the favor of Dura, and it looks like they might have to recap the zone here, especially if Nylon's able to put enough pressure on that Charger to allow them to faint.
Notice this is starting to come on in here. Peeps putting in so much work on this blobber, making sure that the map is still painted in the pink color. Absolutely massive as we move on forward. You'll notice that this green squad doesn't really have a lot of mobility options here, especially Volty on the front line. Again, we say this so often, the Carbon can put in so much work, especially when they have the map control, but able to find that pick onto the 10 umbrella. Now converting that into one on Overhaul. Gator going to go down, which means that armor isn't going to be there for a little bit while longer. And now that Charger going down here as well. Now 2 for 2 on the map, and with that 10 umbrella pushing back into zone, such a nuisance, and that means the lead is still not going to get extended here by this pick.
Yeah, the lead won't get extended by, by the Dura pickup, and it looks like the lead could flip, but the bomber's going through is very big. However, being Volty down, they don't really have that aggressor. Losing Gator right now will most likely mean the lead is about to flip over towards dreaM, and it does. Volty right now is going to try and pick up and get this Carbon. Does actually able to find the trade. That's very big, and now sitting on that side of the map, it's going to be able to put a lot of pressure, forcing people into bad situations, but a very nice pick onto the Carbon will allow dreaM to keep the control they need in the last 30 seconds.
Last 30 seconds of the match here as the specials start to come on through for dreaM. Looking to push back in. You notice the 10 missiles moving some of these members back. Volty able to find one of the blob, though, on the other side of the map. His overhaul stuck in his zone is going to get taken down as well. And that zone going to flip back over to the green favor. 3 down for dreaM with 15 seconds left to go here. It's going to open the window of opportunity for an overtime push to occur. Can they capitalize?
Having this defense with the armor and the splashdown already at the ready is huge. That pick on the ends up even huger. Don't have the missile to push back in. It looks like the Japanese team are going to move forwards either way. dreaM right now going up. Yuga Ace trying to pop the bombs onto zone. However, gets taken out. There's only a few more points, and Volty is in the streets, but he got so much more. 2 taken out by Volty, and that is going to be it. Dura take the first game in the series at 1-0, making a match point already. What a game, and what a performance by Volty. I mean, we were saying that competition is going to be hard for him to play into, but again, the map was just suited him so well, and that's it. Dura took the first game. 18.
What was that you were saying? 18-17 for Nylon, by the way.
Yeah, but it's Nylon. We don't want to feed his ego. It's Nylon. Come on.
What was that you were saying earlier about 10 umbrella map, blob map?
Okay,
map?
yeah. I said it's so good for all 4 weapons on their team, and then they suddenly played Orange, NZAP, and Charger. Sorry, what do you want me to do? So I feel like the game could have been completely different if they played CDS at least. Although, okay, Orange, NZAP pick, it's weird, but I understand it. I feel like they might have been able to find more. Okay, I like the Orange, NZAP pick in general. I hate finding them in solo queue, and every Orange player in solo queue is terrible at the game. However, as a pick in general on these teams, it can work in situations. I think with that particular team comp, I don't see where you're particularly finding the value. I would understand it if you're also combining it with something like an L3D, and you're trying to get these, missile inkjet combos going off and off and off. But it just wasn't really, unfortunately.
Yeah, perhaps not fully utilized there. Again, I feel like if you're going to play passive, I feel like it's effectively the same as a K-shot, right? Playing super passive. But enough about that orange zap. We see an orange Squiffer on this map, which is actually, again, something we've kind of been toying around with here a little bit. But now that inkjet going to come in as well on that Squiffer. So it'll be interesting exactly how that is used here as well as the range advantage, certainly in favor of dreaM. We'll have to see if they can utilize that, though.
Gator getting caught out on the side by that Squiffer will allow dreaM start moving forwards, but they do lose the blob player in the process, and in fact, Volty does drop down and get taken out, so that will be Dura having to wait a while, for their specials and for their players to get back into position. However, you look over at the other team, they already have their inkjet, they're going to get popping it. Try and find the picks right now, Nasu is, but Gator pops the armor to, push them back, and finding that pick is dreaM. That's going to be very, very good to allow Dura to now push back with the bomb rush and splashdown.
Splashdown comes on in, and that is going to seal the deal. That is going to mean dreaM is going to go ahead and take back control of the zone. But 2-down situation for them, they're not going to be able to get these lockout situations, and he's slowly starting to paint back up here on this blobber. Have to be careful here of the engagement, and now Nylon actually able to find one there, completely surrounded and stays alive. Had absolutely zero right, in my mind, to be taking care of that, but is going to go ahead and control that. And now, again, allowing the window of opportunity for the rest of his team to respawn here and support the rest of this push moving on forward. Might even be able to take the lead here. Armor pops very early by dreaM as they're just looking to try to break back in to get into the zone. Here comes the inkjet, Inkomer back the other direction. Nylon up in the air trying to take care of a lot of these sub-weapons that are getting thrown his way on the right side, but we really haven't seen a breakback through here coming in from dreaM. Nazu is going to go ahead and find a pick on the top with that Squiffer, and somehow that is going to mean the zone flips color there. I honestly don't even know how that happened. But now you'll notice some of these members here kind of caught out here by this pickup. Again, not really moving forward, which is the surprising thing coming out of this dreaM team.
Yeah, I mean, but it's really hard on Goby. Where do you move forwards to? Especially with your weapons. If you have something like a shot that can just move all the way behind them, get up on the plat, makes sense. But with these particular weapons, there is nowhere to really move forwards to. They do eventually, flip the lead, which is expected. However, we do see almost a full special situation coming online for Dura. So it is going to be a special fight here. But it's taking a while for Dura to move forwards. There's only 26 remaining. They do, however, eventually find the ball player, which is huge. And in fact, Nylon doing a ton on that side. Another going down. That's going to be 3. And that's going to be Yuga Ace now. Forced to move backwards. And Volty, we're saying when you move up on this map, but if you're a carbon, you do this? I'm unsure what that play was, but Volty gets out and lives, so I'm sure it's a thing.
That's what we call the ink brush play on Goby. Yeah. You just kind of run back there, see what you can find, and if you don't find anything, you just kind of run back around the racetrack. But now, going for the re-engage there, able to find the H3D. That's going to be, unfortunately, like, again, more range. Not going to be there here for this dreaM side, and it's going to be the push is probably going to continue here. Lucky of dreaM in order to find that cap, which is very big here, in order to buy themselves a little bit more time before this lead changes back the other direction. They're still going to have to be careful. They really haven't found a consistent way to move back into the zone and get these retains.
Yeah, they haven't, and Nylon getting that extra pick and now pushing up. This is huge. Volty does get taken down, unfortunately. No, Nylon overextending too. That's 3 now going down for Dura. You really didn't want to let that happen. I was going to praise how well they were able to stay disciplined and just keep control and be smart this round, but then they just overextend. They lose 3 members. That's not what you want to see in the last minute, especially considering no specials were needed on the side of dreaM because you all just fed. And now they have an inkjet. Now they have a curling rush. Now they have everything they need to lock you out for the rest of the game. This is going to need to be a miracle play for Dura to take this game, especially with Volty going down like that.
Volty going down. The incomer came out here. Nylon trying to step on board to find a little bit more with this Kensa machine, but not really able to do much of anything here. Keys on the back line is going to be able to throw out these bombs here, and now it's 1v3 on the map, just trying to keep this paint as much as possible. But all things considered, well done there by the Dura pickup in order to come back in. Now we're going to have to see, again, what kind of re-engage is coming out of dreaM. Are we going to see this Dura pickup overstepping here, overstepping their boundaries? They're probably going to be more careful of that this time around, as this is probably going to be their final push of the game.
Their final push of the game, but they have Ink Armor Bomb Rush. Such a strong combination. Volty behind them just does so much work. I swear, this guy's absolutely insane. It's now a man advantage in the favor of Dura, as it's a 3 vs 2. However, there's still some time left. They flipped the zone for enough time to allow dreaM to now come back in as soon as they have their players at the ready. They're waiting on that H3, but it won't be too long until they have the situation to come back in. But the armor's going to charge slow. There's not many points left. They're not going to have the armor for this push game as they start pushing the bomb rushes.
Not going to have any armor whatsoever. The bomb rushes come on through here, and as well as that kind of rubber canopy. Nylon is going to go down here, but it's a 1-for-1 trade back the other direction. Overall, able to find one. That's a great situation that is going to mean the cap back for dreaM just in the nick of time. They're able to find that one just barely and send us to a 3rd and final game of the set.
3rd and final game of the series. Dura falling apart there, but so close to taking it. It was... I don't know. That was very, very close. I think the thing with this Dura team is it seems like every single player has such explosive power, right? And they want to take advantage of that by, going all in and trying to take these aggressive situations and trying to kill everyone in the lobby. But a lot of the time, they just end up feeding because of it. And that's an issue. And I think that's what you kind of really get with this team. You can have some sort of explosive fireworks show where they just destroy everything, or you can just have a game where they're not able to find much. And man, it sucks to be moving into new Albacore Hotel with a Carbon versus 10 versus everything. But I don't know. Volty's put on some super big performance, so we'll see.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is. I feel like if it was difficult on Snapper Cannal, it's going to be even more difficult on new Albacore Hotel for Volty to be able to find.
At least the map's good for Snapper, right? I was saying it's tough versus the comp. At least Snapper is really great for Carbon. As a map, this is just not looking nice.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the Carbon roller is just forced to, sit in mid? You can't really manipulate around the rest of that. You're just going to get poked down by all sorts of range, hypothetically here. And again, given even what we saw in the last map with the range advantage, H3, given the charger, even the 10 umbrella has a little bit of range there that's able to just kind of push over that grading. So it's certainly going to be something where Volty probably isn't going to be able to find a lot of value. Definitely going to be looking towards players like Nylon to step up really big here on the machine.
But even Machine, it's good at fighting in close quarters. Yeah, it's kind of... Machine is kind of the one weapon where it's a close quarters weapon, but it kind of beats all of the... it beats the shots and it beats the zaps and stuff like that. But on a map like this, it's really going to struggle playing against, CDS if it comes back out, or Charger, or 10. It's not going to have a nice matchup. And I don't know... We're going to need to see something big coming out, but we do see an L3D instead of a Machine, but regardless, the Carbon is coming through.
Carbon is going to come on through here, and again, have to see exactly how this one plays out. Of course, the range advantage CDS here in the hands of Nazu, as well as that H3 being played, and even the Blob getting played. Probably not the strongest Blob map here either, all things considered, but already a 3-down situation. You'll notice where the Blob is going. Right on up the street to try to lock that down. Yep,
that's what they're going to be going for. Right now, we see the 10 just trying to push on this right side. custom jet squatcher, can't really do anything against that shield, and Volty going into the water. It's now a 3v4 situation, but 3v3 turn as Nylon does go in and get the HP, but getting traded is not what you want there. Yamin right now is not in a nice situation to be fighting this 10 and needs to back out. Has the Stingray at the ready to try and fire it off, but look at this pressure the 10's putting on. It's going to be so hard. Volty taking out the TDS will be nice to get the push going on.
Is going to come on through here, but again, I mean, look at how quickly some of this time has already expired, down to the 39-point mark already, and now looking to go ahead and make it even more. Despite the fact that they were able to find that cap, still not going to really slow down the momentum here of this dreaM squad right now. Again, completely outranged. Volty can only do so much right now, and definitely doesn't want to dive into the sea of purple ink. Now looking for the jump on Anaz, who is able to find that trade, but Gator going down here as well means it's 2v3 on the map, and that is going to quickly go in favor of dreaM. They're going to go ahead and continue extending their lead right here.
Yeah, they're going to continue there extending their lead by just sitting in the base with the 10. The Rapid almost gets enough damage to take it out, and the rate is being popped. A lot of damage going on to Yuga will eventually get taken out, and now is the time for Dura to move forward. They get the second pick. However, the LP player getting taken out, it's only the Blob left alive, but it's on their side of the map. The Blob sitting on your side of the map, it's not going to be a nice display. They're going to be able to just paint over everything. You don't really have much contest for it, and they do finally get the zone, but it's not really a nice hold you have going here when, you know, they're already ready to go back in.
Already able to come on back in, and again, another 2-9 situation. The Inkstorm comes down once more. Again, dreaM just pushing on through here. Despite the fact that they're able to find these caps, they're really not able to find the value off of some of these special pushes that we're getting. dreaM is doing a very good job of playing around that, and really not seeing a lot of that value come out of this pickup side here as well. You get Ace, though, going down, going to be huge to try to open up, and now Volty's able to find one onto the H3. Nazu is going to be forced to pop this and is able to find the pick back the other direction. Stingray going to be focused onto Peace, but we really should be focusing our attention towards this zone. Ooh. But no, Peace is able to find that pick there, and now it's another 2-10 situation. dreaM is going to be able to continue taking care of business here, and they're going to look for the knockout very shortly. Volty going to try to step on forward, but no, gets shut down by Overall here, and now 3-2. Okay, capped once more. Barely in the nick of time here for the Dura pickup.
Armoring coming through, trying to extend this. They need to go forward, and they need to people out. Nice kill onto Peace right there. They need to go with Yuga Ace. Does get the second. Very, very nice from London. However, traded, and Volty gets taken out too. Now it's a 2v2 situation. That's not what you wanted. You pop the inkjet to try and get a favor, and now it's just the exact same situation. And now they have their income, they're going to come through with it, and they're going to be able to move towards the zone to start doing things here. They start painting it. They've held the cloud, and Nylon is still alive, though. Close to a second inkjet, but Volty gets taken out once again. It's just so hard on this map for the Carbon.
So hard for the Carbon and the flat nature of the map. On the other side, on the other hand, is going to allow Doma here to charge up that Stingray and put in a decent amount of work, perhaps opening a little bit more of a window here. But again, you'll notice the positions of some of these members of dreaM. They're so far away from the zone that it's impossible for them to find a lot of output, and now they're going to get traded back to the direction. Actually, either way, looks like it is able to go ultimately in favor of this pickup. Now they're focusing down onto Peace. Yuga Ace now coming in from the other side. We've seen this before. Probably going to get jumped on here if they're not careful with 3 other members around here and just get taken down almost immediately. Stingray comes out once more here for this side of this orange pickup. But dreaM all of a sudden has lost momentum here in this game, lost their way and ability to collapse back around this zone, and could even cost them the series.
It could cost them the series, but not if they just move back in like this. And yep, you guys just get taken out though. And it looks like Nazu is going to come through and able to find one, potentially a second. If Nazu finds a second, that's going to be so good for dreaM. But no, does get taken out, but able to put on a lot of pressure and distraction. It will be the zone flip going back over to Dura. And they have specials at the ready to try and hold this right now. Blah, 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 on the other side of the map. But your meme gets taken out by a 10 on a flank. Volty trying to fight it, and it will get taken out. But Volty gets traded by this H3 right now. Nylon needs to win this engagement, or it's going to be deadly. But not able to find it, is going to be jumping in the middle of them, and will get taken out eventually by Overhaul. That's going to be so much control for dreaM. But gets traded as your meme just drops and goes to the trade. You get 2.
Going to the trade here. Couple more seconds left to go here, and now all of a sudden, 2-down situation. Jump back in here, coming in for that player. Now going to go down here though. Volty goes down as well. No one is around the zone in orange. It's going to mean dreaM is going to be able to secure that after a well-fought series. What a tight one.
What a well-played series by both teams. That was extremely close. Honestly, we did not expect this. I thought this was going to be our chill time. I thought it was going to be where dreaM just kind of goes through it, but a great performance from Dura, cut short by a new Albacore Hotel, and that will allow dreaM to continue their run into the loser semifinals against Radiance now. So we've had The top of NA, top of EU, and now kind of Japanese teams coming through, and we're going to have to see how they compare.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting, you know, all things considered, about how this one plays out. And next up, dreaM versus Radiance is the next set. Both those teams probably expect to be placing higher than 4th.
Yes.
So, but one of them going to have to go right here, right now. So grab all your friends, grab a snack, go use the bathroom, and we will get this underway momentarily. I'm going to send a friend request over to Tara. Or wait, no, I already have Tara.
Yes.
I just added. Cool.
And while all this commences...
Tara is not JP.
Yeah.
What was that, Matt?
I was going to say, while all this commences, I'm going to water.